Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Sunset Tarot. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now, let's try to see what is the main energy at the end of the day. Okay, we have here the Five of Swords. For some of you, you just succeeded in a maybe what came to me is in an argument. For some of you, you just had an argument, and well, it seems that you were able to make your point across, but it has hurt some feelings. In fact, some are emotionally, some of the people who might have received your comments are devastated in a certain sense, just like that person in the distance. Others, they might not have taken it too, they didn't take it too personally, but they were hurt in one way or another. So maybe there's a need for reconciliation, or maybe you need some time. You need to give them some time to recover a little, but you might exert a little effort in order to reach out to them. Sometimes it happens, we don't intend it, but we end up saying things that are hurtful to others. So if you resonate with that, uh, maybe at this time you need to give them some space, but maybe in the near future you need to reach out, yes, to somehow mend a little whatever bridge might have been affected or whatever connection might have been affected by the exchange of words. Okay, it can be that way. Now, for some of you, it can be that you were aspiring for something, and what you were aspiring for, you did not get. Maybe you didn't get it for now. So this is what comes to me right now. For some of you, you might not have received it now because it's not yet the right time, but you will receive it in the future when the right time comes. So you need to be patient about it. You need to be proactive. You work on it. If you did not succeed right now, maybe you need to work on yourself a little bit more. Maybe for some of you, what comes to me is to study some more. Maybe for some of you, you took a certain exam or validation, something that validates your performance. If you didn't succeed, then study again and prepare and try again the next time. So don't lose hope. Don't despair. Try it again. Don't let it affect you. Consider it as an opportunity to learn the topic even more. You know how it is when sometimes we don't get it the first time, we strive hard to do better, and in the process we become masters of that subject. So consider it as a blessing in disguise. It will allow you to know more whatever it is that you might not have succeeded in. So try to see how the card resonates with you. But for some of you, you might have succeeded, but you've hurt some other people's feelings. For some of you, you did not succeed right now, but there's a chance to succeed in the future. So just wait. Now, there were some clouds during that challenge, but the clouds is beginning to clear right now. Okay. For some of you, it might have rained even more. Okay. The rain can symbolize also tears. For some of you, it might have brought some tears, either to you or to other persons. Okay, now let's try to see how this will further unfold. Well, for some of you, it will lead into a tower moment. A tower moment is a blessing in disguise. The universe gives it to us in order to clean or cleanse our life of certain things that needs to be let go. So it's like the universe doing a decluttering process. So there might be some moments that you will feel helpless. You will feel you are no longer in control of the situation. Now, it can be a mirror of those who did not succeed. But it's a tower moment, and a tower moment is something that is a blessing. The universe does that to us in order to make us realize of certain things in our life that we need to let go. Okay. Now, it will make us stronger also. And one of the greatest gifts that you receive when you encounter the tower moment is the gift of trusting more in the divine. It makes you realize that you are not in control of everything, and you don't have to be in control of everything. You just do your part, you do what you can, and the rest you entrust to the divine. So, this is also a training for us to learn to make the divine as part of our lives. To realize that you don't have to carry the burden on your own. You can always ask assistance from the divine and also from others. So whatever this is, whether you did not succeed and that it leads to a tower moment, or the situation itself is a tower moment for you. Now, for some of you, you will need some moment of healing. So you need some space. You need to be on your own for a while to allow yourself to process the situation and to allow yourself to recover and heal. Now, if you are the one who won, you succeeded, you need to give these people some space because they're undergoing a tower moment at this time. But all this will pass. Things will get better soon. It's a blessing in disguise. But it will make us feel, for certain moments, helpless. But in that helplessness, we develop trust to the Spirit, trust to the divine. Now, let's try to see what is the advice of the universe for you. Allow the chapter to close itself. We have here the death card. And when you look at the death card, you see here the king who died has no choice but to accept that closing of the chapter. And somehow, for those of you, you need to have that energy of this person who is walking away. He accepted already, okay, I lost, but I can begin again and I can start again. And there's always another chance in the future. It's like that. So you allow yourself, let the tower moment happen. Let it cleanse your life. Let it remove all those things that are no longer helpful. Let it, let the universe declutter your life and create more space for you to receive better things. And at the same time, allow the chapter to close. Try to avoid the energy of trying to bargain when the chapter is really about to close already. Uh, if you continue on the bargaining stage, then you won't be able to go through the process and the chapter will not immediately close. You need to come to the point. Well, it's a stage that you have to undergo. We undergo a bargaining stage. We have the denial stage. This little girl here, she's denying of the death, and then there's that bargaining stage. And after the bargaining stage, there is that stage of anger. And then after that stage of anger, there's that stage of acceptance, like the king who have died. And finally, allowing yourself to grow from that experience, which is symbolized by this little girl with a bouquet of flowers who welcomes finally the closing of the chapter, which is symbolized by death. Death is a night, and a night usually delivers us from tribulation. That's what comes from a difficult situation. A knight in shining armor saves us from difficult situations. So you allow death to close the chapter. So you allow the closing of the chapter to liberate you, to liberate us. Uh, it's also like the death as a knight is also like a fire from which the phoenix rises. So in a certain sense, death liberates us. Death frees us from difficult situations. So accept, you have to just accept the situation. Whatever it is, try to see how you resonate with this one. A chapter is closing at this time. And for some of you, it's causing crisis and a sense of loss. But if you welcome it, you will be able to appreciate the new sunrise or the sun that is just beginning to rise in your life. A new chapter is beginning. And yes, at this transition moment, you need the presence of the divine in your life at this time. It's an opportunity for us to allow the divine and to be aware of the divine as the divine changes things in our life. Now, let's go to insights at twilight. Okay, let's put here insights at twilight. Okay. Okay, let's see what is the random card for today. We have here emotions. Well, when you encounter a tower moment, when you encounter a situation where you feel you have lost something, it will trigger certain emotions, and we need to listen to those emotions. You know, sometimes when we listen to how our person reacts to the situation, allows us also to see the degree of maturity we have attained in our life's journey. If we still have that energy of a person who despairs every time you lose or you did not succeed, then you need to grow a little bit more. When you have that energy of this person who just walks away and accepts it as part of life cycle, then you have grown a little bit more. When you look at the tower moment and the tower moment gives you a lot of pain and anxiety, then there's a need for you to grow even more, to learn to trust more the divine. When we feel anxious and afraid, then it means we need to grow a little bit more. But the more tower moments we encounter in life, the more we mature, we will realize that when such tower moment comes, we learn to just remain at peace and entrust everything to the divine. You will see, I remember of a person who is already matured in her spiritual journey. When she has a problem, she kneels down in prayer and says, Lord, we have a problem. Please solve it for us. So it's like that. So learning to trust that you don't have to handle it alone. This is also very important. So right now, listen to your emotions and try to see if the emotions that you have are not very positive, a little bit negative, then try to see if you can change it into something more positive, to look at the situation as a blessing in disguise. If you cannot do it, then maybe it's time for you to say, Lord, I have a problem. Help me to find peace in this challenging moment. Sort of like that. If you are in the process of death, the closing of a chapter, and you have difficulty accepting it, you're in the process of denial, in the process of bargaining, then be aware of that so that you will know where you are in the stage towards acceptance. And if you are having struggle to go to that stage of acceptance, then there's a need for you to ask for assistance from the divine also. So you need to listen to your emotions at this time. It will allow you to somehow adapt well to the situation you are presently in. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to benefit from our reading. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.